Coach Prime, that's a big topic this week.
It's football.
Yes.
This is football week.
It is football week.
Hey, first week of college football's out. NFL's coming in, so we got lots to talk about. We're starting it off with the best of the best.
Coach Deion, baby. Coach Primetime. I know it was crazy, man. I was watching some of the games on Saturday, and man, there were a lot of blowouts, a lot of mismatched games, but it's like Colorado is now going to have so many more televised games just because Deion is their coach, and I don't know if you guys heard his little speech that he told his guys beforehand, but man, it was like he's got these guys fired up.
Yeah,
dude,
and,
fired me up, dude.
I know. I wanted to throw on my freaking shoulder pads and
I was
helmet.
like, where's my Colorado Buffaloes jersey?
Right.
I'm gonna go get one now.
I'm born and raised,
Man,
Colorado.
but let's talk about that game, though. I mean, dude, Colorado versus TCU, right? And
Which TCU was all the way in the show last year.
yeah,
They're in the national championship game.
yeah.
Now they had a lot of players who moved on. Like quarterback Max Duggan and what's his name? Quentin Johnson, or he was a wide receiver. Went to the Chargers. So they lost some players like all colleges do.
Yeah.
But it's like you still expect when you're coming off of a national championship and you're still a ranked team. I think what were they ranked 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
You still expect to show up and show out.
Well, I can say, it's like between one, I think Deion is just leading this team, which I think is great. Again, they have that other player that they're on. I think it was Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter, who's playing. I think he played close to almost every snap.
Yeah.
On offense and defense.
DB and wide receiver.
Had 117 yards, 11 receptions, and then ended up having an interception. Almost damn near had two of them.
Yeah.
And they were already putting him in the Heisman.
Oh, yeah.
In the Heisman category after week one.
His odds went up to I think it's plus 800 now. They used to be plus 5,600 or something crazy.
You don't really see a lot of people doing the Ironman playing both sides.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Deion did that in the 96 season for the Cowboys.
Well, I'm sure that's why he's probably like, bitch.
He's like, get your ass out there.
And man, I don't know. It's just, I'm hoping that just the flair maybe is going to draw more people in.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, I saw the meme that was like showing Deion Sanders like talking to the other team's quarterback, and it's like, this is not the coach you want talking to the player.
I know.
Because sooner or later that player's going to be like, I think I'm taking my talents to Colorado.
Yeah. we can clearly say now that he's putting that team on the map.
Yeah.
Well,
they are ranked 22 now.
I saw that.
As of this morning, they're now ranked up there 22.
I used to got a number next to them.
Yeah, dude.
They went from being unranked to, at least they get to, at least they're there.
Right.
And they're only one game down. So I'm hoping they do great because obviously I think Deion Sanders is.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's cool as shit.
I mean, I will admit, before this week, before I saw them, I wasn't a believer. Okay. I was like, Coach, love Coach Prime, love the hype and all that kind of stuff, right? And the swag. But at the same time, I'm like, it's coming up to D1's a little bit different than what he's done being at HBCUs. And they had a lot of turnover of players. 60-something players left through the portal, and he brought in another 50-something new ones. A lot of them from some from Jackson State and other HBCUs. But that shows that those players that are there are players that want to be there and want to play for him.
Exactly.
So that adds a lot of pride and passion.
Well, you have a lot of buy-in. And when you got buy-in from other players, you got to hope that it's going to be contagious, and you're going to have everybody else being like, hey, I want to be one of them dogs. Yeah. We got them dogs out there.
I know.
But I was actually listening to one of his interviews today with on the Pat McAfee, is that his name? On that show, and he was talking about how the scouting process went and how they literally look into these kids. There's more than just football that they look into when they're, recruiting these kids or, scouting these kids. It's, how they are off the field, how they are with their parents, how they are when they show up, to practice, just the littlest things they nitpick it and they're like, okay, that guy right there, that guy's a fucking motivator, right? We want that guy on our freaking team because, everybody's gonna catch on to that, and he's just gonna be a leader or a dog, right?
I saw a video of they were all in like the weight room.
Yeah.
And it was like Deion walks in there and some kids working out in white socks and he was like, "Get out."
So
He was like, "We wear black socks here."
And that's another thing too that he was saying was that it's a very military structure program, and he's like, it seemed to work. It works. It's been proven.
They already have as many wins this year as they had last year.
Yeah.
So, last year they went 1-11.
I know.
So.
The only thing I can say about that game is, it was fun. It was a fun game to watch because it was high scoring.
Oh yeah.
But you got to get some defense.
I mean,
yeah.
Well,
now you can't try to outshoot everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think that will change like with the opponent. So like TCU was a very
I know they were a high
scoring
flying offense.
So you kind of like expected them to come out, but you didn't expect Colorado's offense to do so well. But his son Shadur, I think is his name, right? Man, quarterback, setting records, threw for like 500 yards,
like 517 or something.
And like,
insane,
yeah,
man.
It was nuts. And I love how traditionally teams have the captain patches, right? You have like the C for captain. I don't know why I did this backwards. C, dude. I don't even know. Okay, but he has L's and D's. So he's got a D and an L. I think his son has an L, and then like Travis Hunter has like a D on his chest, right?
Because he's a dog.
And the L stands for leader, and the D stands for dog. We got leaders and we got dogs.
Dogs can't be leaders.
I'm like, that's pretty damn cool. I can get on board with that.
That's awesome.
If it works, it works, and it clearly works.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, they're one game down, so
Yeah.
dude, I hope so, and I hope it's like if there's anybody who, let's say their program takes off and is just getting like countrywide attention. If there's anybody that can handle it, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, right.
I feel like it's not going to cause there to be a big change in the team because sometimes you see these teams that are having these crazy seasons. Nobody saw it coming. They start getting all this attention, and then the pressure just builds.
Yeah.
And you start to see some of these teams that
Yeah.
maybe just not given that much attention. They maybe just could have gone all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just too much. I'm hoping if that does happen, Deion will just be able to be like, I'll keep it here because I can handle it.
Yeah.
And just let the kids play.
Well, and that's I think what he was saying. Like one of his interviews was, he was like talking to the sports writers and the people who were there, and he's like, y'all haven't figured out. I don't care what y'all think about me yet. He's like, the only thing that matters is what I believe about me. And he's like, all y'all young folk out there, don't listen to what other people think about you. The only thing that matters is what you believe. And I believe I can do this. And I believe who I am. That's why I don't care what y'all say,
Dang.
And I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
But one thing.
tattooed on my body.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to get Coach Prime's face, dude, just like right there, dude. No, dude, what? I saw this thing that, when he signed on with Colorado, it was like a $23 million, 28 or 23, something like that, million dollar contract, but Colorado didn't have the money for it at the time. And they said, we don't have the money for it now, but we know we're going to get it. And then like the fans crowdfunded $22 million to help pay for Coach Prime's contract.
It's worth it.
So I'm like, hey,
It looks like it's going to be worth it.
you already got one win.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. It's going to be exciting.
The one thing I don't want to happen though is for them to, go off of this game and just naturally get into their head and then go into, game 2, game 3, whatever, and then just shit the bed.
Yeah.
I
mean, because you've seen like teams who weren't supposed to like win in like week 1, like the one that I always think back to, and I can't remember the year. What was it, 2007 or something like that? Way back when. But when Michigan came in, and Michigan was like top ranked 1 or 2, something like that, and Appalachian State comes in and beats them week 1.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Appalachian State was always just like a mediocre team. Like they've never been bad, but they're not like a top ranked team, But it's like they come into Michigan, beat Michigan, and Michigan was just never the same after that. They're like, shit, all right, we lost to Appalachian State.